The 900 billion out of the 1.2 trillion spent by the global 2000 has been wasted or considered ineffective. They give a telling table of 12 instances of these contradictions that they have noticed. In search of excellence versus the myth of excellence. Built to last versus built to fail. Because many of these books contradict with each other, it is not clear which concept you are supposed to follow, which makes traditional management models ineffective, especially in digital transformation where technology is a key component. Now imagine designing a program that cuts across 23 subjects. For the participants to integrate all of this in their head and internalize it and practice it in their context is really a tall order. This points to the fact that there is probably a hidden crisis here. Now I believe such a paradigm shift is the phenomenon-based learning model from Finland. But in the PhenoBL model, you don't need to study the entire subject, but you need key facts from each of these. So a Lego block or a few Lego blocks from each of these subjects. Now looking at the rainbow, physics, we already got the answer from optics, but it is in history that I found the real answer to my daughter's question. It turns out that Newton arbitrarily decided to make the number of colors 7. He was the one to first split the white light into its component colors using a prism. But 7 is an important number, and that's why he added indigo, which we can't see in the rainbow ourselves. So that's why the rainbow has 7 colors. So now these 6 facts have been strung together in our head using the rainbow as the anchor phenomenon. This is the basics of the PhenoBL model. So it's a structure of Lego blocks, and you can take out the Lego blocks and construct other kinds of structures. So it's a fascinating model of learning, and I think it will be very effective. Now coming to business, I believe any business outcome is a phenomenon, digital transformation included. Imagine a game of chess where there is all the pieces have their own mind, right? You say pawn 2 steps forward and the pawn thinks, wait a minute. Today my boss yelled at me, so I'm not going to move. And if every piece on either side made decisions like this, what will happen to the game? And when I ask this question to my audience, they usually say something to the effect of it will be chaos or something like that. But I believe any business outcome that we chase is this type of chess, because people's minds are involved. I call this phenomenon-based chess, and it agrees very well with the models of the great thinkers. Peter Senge's dynamic complexity, Nassim Taleb's extremiston, and recently David Epstein's wicked learning environments. So phenomenon, these are all phenomenon because we need to pull together expertise from many different areas, like in the rainbow example. Now how do we do that in digital transformation and behavior transformation? My co-founder Kumaran came up with a brilliant idea, a concept of a fractal, which can be thought of as a micro skill. He identified that many of the soft skills can be broken down into small fractal skills, which are like these reusable Lego blocks. Since he came up with the idea, myself, Kumaran, and our team of mentors, we have created a library of fractals, which we call fractal routines, and that's the subject of our patent. And in our model, we use the ambitious business outcome as the anchor phenomenon, and we call it measurable anchor phenomenon because in business we need to produce a measurable outcome. So we can create a single program that covers all the key skill areas that I covered already: breakthrough innovation, delivering, selling, mindset change, and anything else. So this is a very effective model in digital transformation. Now, as I covered in this series before, ambitious outcomes produce inspiration. In the corporate world, typically we set realistic outcomes, which does not give inspiration, and it also doesn't create a drive for learning because people can achieve realistic outcomes with things that they already know. Now fractals, because they are fine-grained, they can be more easily routinized. I've been working in the area of routinization and habit formation for the last 12 plus years, and I am a practitioner of tiny habits method of Professor B.J. Fogg, and we have used this with over 2,500 people that have passed, who have attended our programs. So this idea of fractal routines really works to change the mindsets and accelerate the learning at the subconscious level. In the first 30 days, we find a bottom of the iceberg transformative opportunity and design a futuristic technology solution. In the next 60 days, we execute on them using an MVP structure while overcoming the organizational resistance. And the last 30 days, we get the participants to tell a good story about what they achieved. And underneath it all is the practice of persistence, curiosity, and the mindset change. And we achieve that through our mobile app, Magic Spark, which I am happy to say has collected over 430,000 journals. Each journal representing a instance of a practice by our participants.